I don't know, guys. If you will be lucky and you will be able to get this shrine, there is a tiny chance. Hello guys and welcome. Today we're gonna talk about open world changes. Yeah, not a long time ago, devs completely reworked open world. I thought that the best way how we can test all these changes is to create a new character and play for one day and see what amount of fame we would earn, what amount of silver we will get. So as you can see, I created a new character. We will of course do tutorial to get these 3 days of premium, and then we will begin our journey. So after 10 minutes of gameplay, I finished my tutorial and went to the first city. I thought, well, wait. Since devs reworked open world completely, there is no sense to go in corrupted dungeons or, in yellow corrupted dungeons or in regular solo dungeons. Let's go immediately to open world, even if it is a blue zone. Why the hell not? Let's test it. So I went directly in blue zone. Yep. You might notice that even in blue zones, rewards from mobs are actually insane, like in this example. So after half an hour of roaming, I was able to get my first money for my first tier 4 set, and of course to open passive versus tier 4 mobs. Yep, I spent all my silver. I got around 26k and I spent all of this and went into a black zone. So my first fear when I entered this black zone was that I need to spend 30 minutes more to farm my money back in case if I'll die. But you will see in a few seconds what happened later. So I entered my first tier 5 locations and started farming these mobs. And I was actually surprised how much silver do they drop even from a regular roaming mob. It is insane. I get my money back from tier 4 set, that is on me, in 5 minutes, maybe even less. So I thought, who cares even if I'll die? I'll just keep farming. So I was keep farming, and in few minutes I was able to get my tier 6 river. I thought, what the sense to stay in tier 5? Let's go to tier 6, maybe I will be lucky. And I was. When I entered my tier 6 zone, in few minutes I found this mob, and take a look what amount of fame did I earn. It is crazy. Yeah, I know. I thought, well, it shouldn't happen. Wait. How devs even allow us to earn such amount of fame? What's the trick? So I keep farming. I was leveling my character. As you can see, I was using in my example Avalonian maces. Well, I thought it doesn't matter what kind of weapon. I just want to test. Let's imagine I'm totally new player. I don't know what kind of weapon will be efficient and what is not. And to be honest, it was a not bad choice because we got 2 AoE abilities that were helping me clearing these mobs pretty fast. So as in previous example, you saw how I killed this fat mob. I earned a lots of silver, and I just decided to stash these items, because in case if I'll die, I will lose a lot. So I stashed these items, come back and was keep farming my regular mobs. And I can tell you that this drop that I got was super lucky drop. It is not always when you will find a mob, even an evolved mob with a huge amount of fame, there is no guarantee that you will get such loot. I was super lucky, and later I just realized that that's how they work. Yeah, loot tables are crazy, there is a tiny chance to get insane rewards, but mostly you will not earn a lot of silver. No, you will not. Probably you will earn even more silver just farming mobs and picking up silver they drop. And that's all. So later I went in tier 7 location, which were pretty populated. And by the way, about population, yeah, it is new update. There is hype around all black zones. There are lots of players, solo players, small scale groups, gankers. There is ZVZ squads everywhere. They are fighting between each other. So maybe if you are a new player, it will be tough to survive in these black zones. Yeah, it will be very hard for you. But later, I can bet in 1 month, maybe even less, population will be much lower. In my example, I decided to test one thing. I decided to test, is it possible to really live in black zone, these tiny cities, and earn some silver, not silver, fame, sorry, fame. And I make it as a home and went roaming. The only downside is prices in these cities. They are super high, and some unique weapons like Avalonian maces that I got, I was not able to buy them because I accidentally died once, only once. So I just took one-handed mace, regular one-handed mace, and by the way, it was a nice option to fame farm, guys. It was really nice option to fame farm because we got AoE W spell, AoE Q spell, and AoE E spell that deal pretty nice amount of damage. And by the way, if you're a new player and you want to play on one-handed mace, you need to know that in the next patch, that's gonna nerf it. Yeah, so we'll have less damage on E spell, and jump range will be not 14 meters, it will be 11 meters. So overall it will be still usable, and it will be still okay on farm if you want to farm roaming mobs. Why also one-hand mace is a nice option is because it got mobility, pretty nice amount of mobility, which will allow you to run away. So during my 1 day of gameplay, it was several hours, I was able to level up these specs. Take a look. Take a look. It is actually insane numbers for a new player. I want to remind you, it is a new character. I just created it several hours ago, and it got tier 8 river and such specs. To be honest, it is more than enough. It is a lot, guys. It is huge amount of fame. But what about profits? Yeah, sometimes you can get lucky drop, like in my example, in the first seconds of this video, first minutes of this video, you saw this lucky drop, yeah? But that's all. That's literally all. When I stashed all my items from all chests, when I stashed all items that I got in open world, I was able to earn a bit more than 2 million of silver. And the huge amount of silver that I got was from this PvP moment. I accidentally find a group of people, 2 guys that were farming this roaming mob, and I finished this guy, earned 1 million of silver, and that's my profit. Your main source of income from open world roaming will not be this Gucci random lucky drop from mobs, bosses, or drones, even what you will find. The main source of your profits will be silver that you will pick up from mobs. And for real, this amount of silver that you get from roaming mobs is actually insane. But I thought, okay, now I got tier 8 river. What if I'll go in tier 8 zone and try to kill these Gucci mobs? Maybe I'll be lucky, maybe I'll earn even more fame. I was a bit disappointed, and I'll tell you why. These tier 8 locations belong to guilds, big alliances, and there is always people, gatherers, blobs of gankers, viziers. There is always high population, and it doesn't matter in during what time do you play. Is it a prime time or it is not a prime time? There will be always people. So even if there will be a Gucci and fat mobs that give you insane amount of rewards, you probably will not be able to kill them. But if you will go to tier 7 or tier 6 zones, you will still get huge amount of profits, I mean fame per hour, but it will be much safer. So when I tried to farm these tier 8 locations for almost an hour, I decided, no, it is definitely not worth it. Not worth it at all. I come back in tier 7 zone and was keep farming there. So at the end of the day, I decide to come back to Royal City. I gathered all my loot from black zones, from all chests where I left my random loot, and transport them via portals, Valvonian portals, to red zones. It was super easy, no one killed me at all. Well, I was lucky. It was around 1 million of silver. When I stashed all my items in one chest, it was around 2.8 millions. And again, don't forget that 1 million was from a guy that I killed randomly. And let's summarize. Let's really summarize. Is it worth it in terms of silver to go in open world? Definitely no. Definitely no. Probably corrupted dungeons still will be a good option to earn some silver, and we'll talk about it a bit later. But fame. Whew. I actually love this change. I love how devs developing the game. So In previous patch, if you wanted to get the highest fame per hour, the highest rewards from chests, the highest rewards from PvP, you need to go in corrupted dungeons. So when you put this all eggs in one basket, it is affecting other types of gameplay drastically. So it was a mess. It was super bad gameplay, game design decision. It was horrible decision. Thank God they fixed it, and now it is working in a bit different way. So if your aim is to earn as much fame as possible on the open world, just take cheap 6.0, even 4.1 farm set, maybe with some sort of mobility, with a regular riding horse or even armored horse tier 5. It will be more than enough to level up your specs you want. That's all. But there is also one thing I wanted to test. Since they add these roaming mobs all around the world, I thought, well, wait, so such mobs exist also on a royal continent? Maybe let's test it? Why the hell not? What if I'll take faction flag and we'll try to farm these mobs? Will it be profitable? Because since amount of faction points depends on amount of fame what you earn from mobs. And I was actually surprised. I teleported in Carleon, took one-handed mace build with items that I was using before. It is one-handed mace, well, you saw this build, yeah? So I took this build and went in Runnel Sync with Carleon flag and was farming it for 30 minutes. Results actually were not bad. In 30 minutes I was able to earn around 150k of silver. Let me explain. If you want to make maximum profit, you need to take crests, not hearts, only crests. And thanks to this, you will be able to earn insane amount of silver. Okay, not insane, but you will get maximum profit from this. Okay, so also there is one more trick how you can increase amount of faction points or silver you can get in open world. So if you will find a regular solo dungeon and you will enter it, try to find these shrines, as you can see in this example, yeah? If you will take it, they will give you a boost, fame boost or silver boost. If you will pick up it and exit immediately, this buff will be still active on you. So if you will kill roaming mobs, and in my example it was fame buff, you will earn on 25% more fame and on 25% more faction points, or 20%. Well, anyway, this boost is actually huge. But also, if you will take, for example, a silver buff shrine, it will increase your silver gain drastically. Amount of silver that you can earn in this tiny short window is huge. It is really huge. I don't know, guys. If you will be lucky and you will be able to get this shrine, and after you will leave this solo random dungeon and will find a spot, huge fat spot of mobs, of these roaming mobs, you will earn insane amount of silver, guys. Insane amount of silver. About might. Yep, you can earn might from roaming mobs. Is it profitable? Well, so. As you can see, during my one day of gameplay, and it was several hours of non-stop grind, I was able to get a bit less than 5,000. Is it a lot? I would say no, it is not a lot. As you can see, here are some examples what I could buy for this almost 5,000 points. Here are some examples. Now, I took for fun these tomes of fame, but you can take, of course, the siphoned energy, or you can get exactly 5,000 and open this treasure chest. Overall, these changes are nice. They are super cool, but only if you need fame. If you need silver, if you need to earn money on your premium, it is still not the best way how you can do it. Of course, if you are playing casually or you need to earn some silver on your premium and you do not rush anywhere, you of course can farm only in open world. At least it is not so boring as farming regular solo random dungeons. Does this update was needed in Albion? Of course. It is perfect change. I love it. I really love it. And I hope direction of the game will remain as in this last content update. So basically, I just show you my adventure on a fresh character and what results you can expect if you will start playing Albion from scratches, or what results you can expect if you will just go in open world and will try to roam a bit. That was my plan. So now you know at least what to expect from an open world when you will go and farm there. Fame, yes. Profit, no. Definitely no. About corrupted dungeons. Again, why I still think that corrupted dungeons is the best way how you can earn silver. Yes, fame amount was nerfed a bit. Drop was nerfed a bit too. But the main source of income, and it is items from your enemy, is still in the game. So I still think that if you want to earn some silver, just go in corrupted dungeons. You don't need even high tier specs if you're playing on Stalker level. On the Slayer level, just use even meta builds, but with 6.1, 6.2 items, it will be more than enough to earn your silver. And that's my thoughts. Also about open world farming. Soon there will be a video on the channel where I'll try to show you guys several builds that are the best in my opinion for fame farming in open world. It will include high mobility and pretty nice clear speeds. And for today it is over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was useful and stay safe. Bye bye.